And the second chapter, no doubts, means we start today, new chapter. And one more announcement, coming week, we have MCQs test is there, as well as weekly test also there, theory type test. For MCQs test purpose, you can prepare chapter 1 and 2, both lessons. Only NCERT book, NCERT example book can prepare. Only NCERT example book alone you can prepare. Okay, na? For MCQs test purpose. For theory purpose, you can prepare only second chapter alone. Second chapter alone, fully exercise you can prepare, no problem. So out of that, yesterday night sir told Anand sir, after completion of the chapter, compulsory will conduct chapter test. That's why I'm conducting chapter test also. That's why you can prepare everyone. Only exercise questions alone prepare. Out of 60 questions will be there. The 60 questions alone prepare. Okay, na 40 marks question paper. 40 marks question paper. We'll share in MS Teams. You can download and you can write the exam. You can upload as it is. No problem at all. Okay, na? Yeah. So again, I will repeat in the end of the class. Don't worry. Yes. Today I will start new chapter. Already you people know not half, around 70% of chapter you covered in class 10th standard. Remaining you will discuss in, not remaining everything will discuss in this chapter. Okay, na? Classification of elements. Classification of elements and periodicity in properties. Classification of elements, periodicity in properties. So what you are studying in this chapter? After studying this unit, you will be able to what will do main. So nothing but how the concept of grouping elements according to their properties, and but how they'll made periodic table, that you can understand. Understand the periodic law. Understand the periodic law and understand the significance of atomic number, electronic configuration, okay, na, as the basis of periodic classification. So how they made periodic table, can understand the periodic law and understand the significance of atomic number and electron configuration. Next one is name the elements with more than 100 atomic number. So according to IUPAC nomenclature. So more than 100 elements we are giving nomenclature. Nomenclature already people IUPAC is International Union Pure and Applied Chemistry. You people studied in class 10th carbon and its compounds. Nomenclature is there. So about prefix, suffix, functional group, how they are giving the organic compound name. Same type. Here also we have for more than 100 elements we are giving how we can give the naming. That also we. Next one is classification of elements in blocks. SPD of blocks will be there and learn their main characteristics. So what is the S block, P block, D block and F block? What is the characteristics of each block we can study detailed. Next one is recognizes the periodic trends in the physical and chemical properties of the elements. Nothing but so those elements what you can study, periodic properties and physical properties and chemical properties you study. Next one is comparing the reactivity elements. So what is the reactivity series, ionization enthalpy, metallic character. Next one is you can study what is atomic radius, electron gain enthalpy, electronegativity, valency. So many things. These all we will study in this chapter. Okay, na? Yes. So now you can study why do you need to classify elements? Why do you need to classify elements? That will be arise question. Why? What is the necessary to classify? This unit will study historical developments of periodic table. It is standards today that the modern periodic law. Modern periodic law. We'll also learn how the classification of elements they followed. What is the logical sequence and how they are classified electronic configurations and how they are and they given some explanation about periodic trends and physical properties and chemical properties. So this all will study in this chapter. Okay, na? Listen. We know that elements are basic units of all the type of matter. So already you people know matter. Matter nothing but anything occupies space containing mass. So matter is made up of particles. Particle nothing but either atom or molecules or ions you can take. We know that the elements are the basic units of all type of matter. In 1800, only 31 elements we have. Okay, na? In 1800 century. So what do you know? Only 31 elements. By 1865, the number of identified elements are more than doubled. Nothing but around 63 elements discovered. Under 18th century, nothing but 1800 year, we know only 31 elements. In 1865 year, we know that it became double, now around 63 elements. At present, we have 100 elements is correct. We given 114, that is wrong. You can take right now, we know 118 elements is correct. 118 you can take here. 108 elements is there. 118 8 elements will be there. 118 elements. That is correct. It is given wrongly. Keep change in your book. So at present we have 118 elements will be there. So the recently discovered elements are man-made, or you can say synthesized, synthetic elements. Such a large number of elements, it is very difficult to study individually the chemistry of all these elements and their innumerable compounds individually. That's why to okay, now this is a problem. So whatever with this out of this problem, scientists cared for the synthetic way to organize their knowledge by the classification of elements. Not only that, it would be rationalize no chemical facts about elements, but even predict new one undertaking further study also. So about how they're made. Look at here. One more book clearly given. So up to end of the 17th century, we know only 31 elements. Around between 1800 to 1869. But it became nearly 63 elements. 63 elements will be there. Okay, now arranging these elements such way that similar elements are placed together while dissimilar elements they classified into separated from one another. So this known as classification of elements. But they'll make it into classified. How they classified, like groups and periods. So similar elements they arrange in one group or one period. Dissimilar they made separately. So this is known as the classification of elements. Such classification of elements has really resulted the formulation of the periodic table. What is the meaning of periodic table? The arrangement of the known elements according to their properties in the tabular form. What is the meaning of periodic table? Nothing but the arrangement of the known elements. The arrangement of the known elements according to their properties in tabular form. According to their tabular form. But that is the can call periodic table. It is given definition of periodic table also. And they given about what is the meaning of classification of elements. So the arrangement of the elements which way that similar elements are placed together while dissimilar elements separated from one another. So this is known as classification elements that is given. At present we know 118 elements are known. These the recently discovered elements man-made that you can say synthetic elements will be given. So to understand further to study, they classified into like they given more explanation about arrangement of periodic table. So one scientist they will given one explanation. So first, who discovered historical development of the periodic table? Since the beginning of the 19th century, scientists have been trying to find a basis of grouping elements of having similar properties. Lavoisier classified the elements simplified as metals and non-metals. So first introduced Lavoisier. That is Antony Lavoisier. That you can say father of chemistry also can say. What they given elements they classified into metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. And so Antony Lavoisier only they classified elements. They classified metals and non-metals. Okay na? After then, who's came? So triad rule, Dominier triad. So here they taken three elements. However, the classification of provided to listen here. In 1817, German scientist John Dominier classified the elements in a group of three elements called triad. The group of three elements. The elements in triad similar properties and the atomic weight of the middle member. Middle member of each triad is very close to the arithmetic mean, nothing but average of the other two elements. So nothing but here what is the means? They taken three elements. For example, lithium, sodium, potassium we can take. Otherwise, calcium, strontium, barium. Or you can take chlorine, bromine, iodine. So main you can take any three elements. So lithium, sodium, potassium. So atomic weight of middle element, sodium you can get. So mean of atomic mass of lithium and potassium. So lithium atomic mass is 7, potassium is 39. You can take average, you can get 23. So the triad rule what is given. However, it is seemed to work only few elements. It was dismissed as a coincidence because of all the elements could not be arranged in triad. So it was failure. It will be applicable only few elements. What that means triad. Tri means three groups like that. So first element and last element atomic mass. You can do average. You'll get the middle element atomic mass. That you can say. So you can be given clearly. You can check it here how it was there. First one is the Lavoisier classification. Metals and non-metals will be there. Metal nothing but lose electrons. Non-metal nothing but will gain electrons. So lose of electrons will be metals. Gain of electrons will be non-metals. Cannot classified metalloids. So Lavoisier not explain about. Yes. All the elements are made up of hydrogen. Hypothesis will be there. What is given? Like all the elements will be made up of hydrogen. Atomic weight into hydrogen. Like n is number of whole number you can take. But we have one drawback. Chlorine atomic number is 35.5. It is not whole number. Remaining all elements having whole number atomic masses except chlorine. Chlorine is the drawback. So triad condition you can take three elements is there. So 1, 2, 3 you can take three elements. First element and third elements weights you can do the average. You can get the middle element atomic mass. So drawback also you can get. So large number of elements cannot be classified into triad. Large number of elements will be cannot be classified into triad. So they give an example also lithium, sodium, potassium is there. Fluorine, bromine, iodine we have. That's all you can take. So large number of elements will be they cannot explained. That is the drawback. Cannot be classified into triad. Large number of elements will be cannot be classified into triad. That is the drawback of triad rule. Next one is one more scientist came. Yes, that is yes. Before going to that one, you can check it. Newland Octavius. In 1865, and English chemistry John Newland. He proposed a new system of grouping elements of similar properties. According to him, when the elements are arranged in the increasing order of atomic weights, increasing order of atomic weights, the properties of every 8 element, the properties of every 8 element. So the 72 members came, very good. The properties of every 8 element are similar to the first one. So Newland called this relation as the law of octave waves due to similarity with the musical scale. So this is called law of octave waves. Why it is called means due to similarity with the musical scale. Like musical scale, sarigama padanesa. The relation just like every 8 note resemble with the first octave wave music. The Newland of octave waves seemed to be truly only for the first elements. Like for example, you can check it: lithium, beryllium, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Again, you start with the first element, sodium is there, like that. So sarigama padanesa. So it is given the above table sodium, the eighth element from the lithium is similar to the lithium 10. The next eighth elements potassium is similar to the sodium. So similar to the magnesium. Similar to the magnesium also given. So what I am saying like beryllium also. So resemble with aluminum like. So you can take. So lithium is resemble with sodium, beryllium resemble with magnesium, beryllium sorry, lithium, beryllium, boron resemble with aluminum like that you can take. So sarigama padanesa will be there. Sarigama padanesa. Look at here how it is given clearly our NCERT book. I think it was studied in 10th standard. It is not given here. Just you can know that about what is the meaning of sarigama padanesa also. So look at here how it is given. Yes. So sa, ri, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. So for starting elements will be start again end with sa is there. This law is true only for the elements up to calcium. It is applicable only for calcium. So remaining elements will be to all not applicable. Remaining elements will be not applicable. Next one. One more scientist came. That is Lothar Mayer's arrangement. Lothar Mayer arrangements. So when the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic weights, similarities in physical and chemical properties appear at a regular interval. So in 1869, German chemist Lothar Meyer used physical properties such as atomic volume, melting points, boiling points, etc. To arrive this table of elements, you should show that when the properties of the elements such as atomic volume, melting point, boiling point, etc. are plotted as the given graph between the atomic weights. So they given, then graph is given. The elements with similar properties occupied almost will be similar positions on the basis of their Lothar Meyer proposal. What is the proposal? So main the check with respect to atomic weights and similarities in physical and chemical properties. So all these elements, atoms, same due to their certain regularities among the elements. The first most successful attempt in the classification of elements was made by Russian chemist Mendel. Look at here how it was there. So with respect to atomic volume and atomic weight, they given graph. So you can check it in the graph. So all peaks will be occupied in the same type of element. Peak will be there, alkali metals will be there, lithium, sodium, potassium will be there. Descending part, alkaline earth metals also there, like beryllium, magnesium, calcium, that all will be there. Ascending part, halogens we have. So metalloids and transition elements, they will be given bottom. Note point. Elements with property occupied in the position in the curve. So how it was occupied? Similarly, okay, yes. Elements with similar property occupy similar position in the curve. So whatever properties will be there, similar properties, they are occupied in the similar position. So alkaline metals will be always same positions. Alkaline earth metals will be same positions. Like metalloids will be same positions. Transition elements will be same position. Like that they be given. So with respect to their physical and chemical properties about atomic volume and atomic weight. Okay, yes. Next one is Mendeleev's periodic table. Next scientist who became Mendeleev. Physical and chemical properties of the elements or periodic classification of the periodic function of their atomic weight based on atomic take it here. Mendeleev's periodic table. Look at here. Mendeleev made a remarkable contribution to classify the elements on the basis of physical and chemical properties of the element. We gave a law known as periodic law. The law states, what is the law states? The physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function, their atomic weights. The physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic weights. This means when the elements are arranged in the order of their increasing atomic weights and the elements with similar properties at regular intervals also given, such orderly recurring properties in cyclic fashion are said to be occurring periodically. This is responsible for the name periodic table. So Mendeleev's periodic table on the basis of his periodic law. What is the meaning of periodic law? So I discussed already periodic law, nothing but periodic law or periodic table. The arrangement of known elements according to their periodic tabular form. They arrange in the periodic tabular form. So all will be similar properties. So according to periodic law, Mendeleev's arranged all the known elements in the form of table is known as periodic table. It was observed that elements with similar properties at regular intervals or periodically. The result of these elements fall in certain groups or familiar. The elements which groups are similar to each other in many properties. So Mendeleev's periodic table published in 1905 is given in the table. So horizontal rows in the periodic table are called periods and vertically you can called by groups. So periodic table published in again 1905 is given and the horizontal rows are called periods and vertical columns you can called groups. Okay now these points alone you can prepare well. Next one is the Mendeleev system classify the element was more elaborate than the earlier attempts. So it will be, he realized the say some of the elements did not fit in very well with his scheme of classification. So he showed, wait, might be confused. Go for the another material. So look at here, Mendeleev's classification of elements. The physical and chemical properties of all the elements are periodic functions of their atomic weight. So Mendeleev's periodic table is also known as short form of periodic table. It is also known as short form of periodic table. While arranging the elements in the periodic table, he not only followed the increasing order of atomic weight, but also consider their properties. Not only atomic weights, they consider their properties also. In original Mendeleev's table, only 63 elements were known. The elements which are mostly widely distributed in the nature of small atomic weights and possess sharply defined properties. So Mendeleev observed that elements with similar properties have almost same atomic weights, and atomic weights increasing consequently, constantly. Vertical columns are called groups, and there are 9 groups, 0 to 8. And horizontal rows are called periods. There are 7 periods we have. 9 groups, 7 periods, including 0, 0 to 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, like including 0 also we have 9 groups will be there, 7 periods will be there. The first 3 periods are short periods. The remaining are long periods. Each long period has each long period has, look at here, the first 3 periods are short period and remaining we have long periods is there. Each long period has 2 rows will be there. 2 rows of these elements. 2 series of the elements I can say. Living 0 and 8. Each group is subdivided into subgroups also. Is known as AB groups. Except 0 and 8. Remaining all groups having subgroups also there. Group 8 of the Mendeleev's table consists. Sorry, 1 minute. Someone waiting in lobby. Yes. Yes. So group 8 of this Mendeleev table consists of 3 triads. Is known as the transition triads. They are, you can say, iron, cobalt and nickel, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, osmium, iridium and platinum. 0 group elements are were not known at the time of the Mendeleev's, and later they introduced by the, yes, Ral is given. Ramsay, you can say. Ramsay. Mendeleev has a 4 side to the leave some gap. But they have some gaps also in the periodic table. Elements of these elements, sorry, the 3 elements and these elements are discovered later and included in this table. So these are the elements. What are the 3 elements? Those are elements you can check. Eka boron is given. Name presently known as scandium. Eka silicon presently known as germanium. Eka aluminium presently known as gallium. So Mendeleev corrected the atomic weights of beryllium, indium and osmium by using corrected valency of elements. Corrected valency of elements. So look at here. Atomic weight, it is equal to equivalent weight into valency. With help of valency concept, they corrected the atomic weights of beryllium, indium, osmium. Next one is what? Merits of Mendeleev's periodic table. So he gave an elaborated and comprehensive system of classification based on a range of physical and chemical properties. And again, he left some gaps in discovered elements. It is led to discovery of some new elements. That is germanium, yes, gallium, and scandium is there. Germanium, gallium, and scandium will be there. Next one is demerits. Some elements with higher atomic weights were placed before lower atomic weights in order to maintain similar chemical nature of the element and are called inverted pairs of anomalous pairs also can say. What is the meaning of anomalous pairs of Mendeleev's periodic table? They given argon and potassium, cobalt and nickel, tellurium and iodine, thorium and palladium. These all will be given. Nothing but so similar anomalous pairs of Mendeleev's periodic table. So anybody here, position of hydrogen was not made clearly. So Mendeleev's periodic table, what drawbacks we have? Some elements with higher atomic weights were placed before lower atomic weights. The order maintains similar chemical properties, the chemical nature is called anomalous pairs. So, for example, argon and potassium. Potassium is 13, argon is 8, 40 is there. So it will be introduced placed in the before only. Even cobalt and nickel combination, tellurium and iodine combination is all. So whatever atomic weights, those are higher atomic weights elements, they're placed in before. That you can say anomalous pairs also can say. Next one is position of hydrogen was not made clearly. Position of hydrogen not made clearly. Position of lanthanides are uncertain. No place for the noble gases or inert gases. And absence of similarity in subgroups. Example they given alkali metals and coinage metals. Isotopes are not included. Causes of periodicity is not. No. So we have many drawbacks in Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, na? Finally, atomic number. Moseley, Henry Moseley discovered the atomic numbers of number from X-ray spectra of elements by bombarding the elements with cathode rays and the elements emitted respective X-rays of characteristic frequency. So atomic number denoted symbol is Z can be related to the frequency of X-rays emitted by using square root no, where A and B can say constants for elements. As atomic number increases, frequency of characteristics also increases. So atomic number increases, frequency also increases to be given. So the given graph between frequency and atomic number, what will be there? Showing straight line. Nothing but atomic number has provided better basis of for the periodic arrangement of the element. So the given graph between square root V and atomic number, that is frequency and atomic number, showing it will be straight line. Yes, modern periodic table. So until whatever we studied, triad rule or Mendeleev or Newland octaves, otherwise Lotherman, whatever scientist who discovered anything before whatever they given all tables, all atoms will be based on atomic mass, atomic weight. But only modern periodic table, but Henry is mostly they given explanation with respect to atomic number. So physical and chemical properties of the elements and periodic functions of their atomic number and electron configuration. So they made long form of the periodic table. Long form of the periodic table. So modern periodic table, that you can say long form of the periodic table. Mostly periodic table, what you can say? Short form of the periodic table. So they given based on their electronic configuration of the element. There are 18 groups will be there and 7 periods will be there. Already you people know. Period nothing but horizontal rows will be there. Groups nothing but vertical columns will be given. Vertical columns you can say groups. Horizontal rows you can say periods. This topic will be important. Until whatever you studied, that will be studied in lower classes. Nothing but class 10th standard you studied. This will be main. Modern periodic table will be very important. So what is the modern periodic table? How they classified? Look at the clearly. Total we have 18 groups will be there, 7 periods will be there. Listen here. Periods, nothing but horizontal rows. Periods, elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic number. Increasing order of their atomic number. Next one is the electron by which an element differs from previous elements is called differentiating electron. So each period, the differentiating electron enter into the s orbital, the first element, and p orbital, the last element. So the periods, elements are arranged according to n plus n value, that is according to Above principle. Above principle, Pauli's principle, Hans rule. We studied in second chapter, atomic structure of atom, last topic. So long form of the periodic table is a graphical representation of the above rule. So generally, every period start with the alkali metal and ends with noble gases. Generally, every period start with alkali metals and end with noble gases. Period number corresponds to the highest principal quantum number, that is the n of the elements in the period. First period contain 2 elements. Subsequent periods consist of 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32 elements. Remember that point. The first period, 1s orbital is filled, shortest period. The second period, 2s and 2p orbitals are filled, that is a short period. Third period, 3s and 3p orbitals are filled, that is a short period. Fourth period, 4s, 3d, 4p orbitals are filled, that is a long period. Elements with 3d electron configuration from scandium to zinc are placed in the fourth period. It also called transition series or 3d series, you can say. The fifth period, 5s, 4d, 5p will be there. Elements orbitals are filled. That you can say long period. Elements with 4d configurations placed in the fifth period. That you can say. Yes. Next one, sixth period we have 6s, 4f, 5d, 6p orbitals are filled by longest period. Again, one more longest period is there. That is yes, 7s, 5f, 6d, then 7p. These also orbitals are filled by yes. This is also longest period. What I am saying, listen clearly. First period is shortest period. First period is shortest period. It is given shortest period. Second and third period you can say short period. Fourth and fifth period you can say long period. Sixth and seventh period you can say longest period. So first period containing 2 elements, that is we can say shortest. Short is containing 8 elements. Long 18. Longest 32. Those points you can remember. Next one is groups. One more name is vertical columns. Long form of the periodic table comprises of 18 vertical columns will be there, which are divided into main groups. Which are divided into main groups and subgroups also. 1A to 8A. Zero groups and third group. Okay, zero groups will be there and the third group, fourth group, fifth group, sixth group, seventh, eighth group, and 1B, 2B groups also there. So includes with the 3 vertical columns also they given. we adopt the 1 to 18 numbering schemes will be there, recommended by IUPAC in 1988. The main group division is based on the number of elements present in outermost orbit, like hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. Have one electron in their outermost orbit. So they are placed in 1A group, like that. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium have 2 electrons, their outermost orbit. So they are placed in 2A group. Like that they made. Can we see the some more detail about modern periodic table. Listen, modern periodic table. Physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of atomic number. So they made a total 7 periods, 18 groups. That is the S block, yes, P block and D block, they all will be there. So it is given. We'll discuss some more detail about. Yes. Just 1 minute. Let's listen. Look at here about modern periodic table. This topic I will teach, after that I'll stop. Listen once again. The success of modern periodic table. What is the meaning of it? Like, what is the given about? Important contribution of modern periodic table. It was one of the greatest achievement in the development of chemistry. So some of the important contributions of the periodic table. They give some points how they classified. First one is systematic study of the elements. So the Mendeleev's periodic table simplified. Mendeleev's periodic table simplified the study of the chemistry of the elements, knowing the properties of one element in the group. Next one is correction of atomic masses. Correction of atomic masses will be there. Then position of isotopes and prediction of new elements. Position of isotopes. Next one is some similar elements are separated. Them this all be Mendeleev's. 1 minute wait. Look at here. The long form of the periodic table. Look at here. The most widely used in the periodic table these days. The long form of the periodic table. This is contribution. This is constructed on the basis of repeating electron configuration of the elements. Electronic configuration of the atoms. You can take away. The long form of the periodic table consists of the horizontal rows called periods and vertical columns are called groups. There are all together 7 periods will be there. 7 periods and 18 groups we have. 18 groups we have. So look at here. International Union Pure and Applied Chemistry. The groups are numbered from 1 to 18. 1 to 18 you can take for understanding it be easily. So horizontal rows in the periodic table is called periods. Total we have 7 periods will be there. First period, so it is corresponding to the n equal to 1. It is unique because of it contains only 2 elements. This is not surprising because it is because of first energy shell has only 2 orbital, that is 1s, which can accommodate only 2 electrons. This means there can be only 2 elements in which 1 and 2 electrons are present in the first energy level. The first period contains hydrogen 1s and helium 1s2. The first period corresponding to n equal to 1. It is unique because of it contains only 2 elements. This is not surprising because the first energy shell K shell is there. K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell is there. Like K shell has only 2 orbitals, that is 1s will be there. So S orbital containing only 2 electrons. Only 2 electrons. This means there can be only 2 elements in which 1 and 2 electrons will be there. The first period containing hydrogen and helium 1s1 and elements of second period contains 8 elements because of n equal to 2. There are 4 orbitals will be there, that is 2s and 2p. 1 2s orbital, 3 2p orbital. That is second energy shell, L shell you can say. In the all these 4 orbitals have capacity of 8 electrons, and therefore second period has 8 elements. Start with lithium, in which 1 electron enters the 2s orbital, and the period end with neon, in which second shell is complete 2s and 2p6 be given. Next one is elements with third period. Third period corresponding n equal to 3 is there. So total 9 orbitals will be there. 3s, 3p, 3d. 1 3s orbital, 3 3p orbital, 5 3d orbital. However, we know from energy levels diagram from multi-electron atoms, that will be 3d orbitals are higher in energy than 4s orbitals. Consequently, 3d orbitals are filled after filling 4s orbital. Hence, this period involving filling of 4 orbitals, that is 3s and 3p, and contains 8 elements from the sodium to argon. Next one is elements to fourth period. The fourth period corresponding n equal to 4 is there, involving one 4s orbital, 3 4p orbitals, next to 4d and 5 orbitals will be there, higher in energy than 5s orbital. So this is the modern periodic table. So we discuss tomorrow class. Okay, now this we don't want. Next you can check it about 5th period, 6th period, 7th period. Okay, na? Yes. Once again, yes, time is there. You people, you can study class 10th class NCERT book. Class 10th NCERT book. Time is there. Please once again revise the periodic classification chapter. So those points also important. You can revise once again and along with 11th class book. Okay, na? Yes. One small announcement, our students. Coming week we have MCQs test as well as weekly test also we have. For MCQs test purpose, syllabus is first chapter and second chapter. So first and second chapter thoroughly prepare. Only NCERT examiner book. Only NCERT examiner book. Only MCQs alone. Don't want any other books. First chapter and second chapter NCERT examiner book alone you can prepare. I'll give some questions depend based on that. Okay na? Next one is for weekly test purpose. So second chapter completed. Anand sir told you will conduct the chapter test. That's why I will conduct chapter test. 40 marks question paper. Total I will give the 10 questions I will give. So 10 questions. Each question 4 marks type. 10 4 just 40 marks. Like that you study. Okay na? Each question 4 marks, 10 4 just 40 marks. So each concept one question I will give. Like definitions, isotopes, isobar, isotope, that will be one question. Like wavelength, wave number, those model, velocity, frequency, one question. Next one is the spectrums, emission, absorption spectrum, line spectrum, band spectrum, those one question. Next one is the Planck's quantum theory, photoelectric effect, one question. Next one is Bohr postulates, one question. Then atomic models will be there. Thomson atomic model, Rutherford atomic model, one question, chances will be there. Next one is de Broglie's wave equation and Heisenberg uncertainty principle, one question. Next one is quantum numbers, very very important. Total 4 quantum numbers will be there. Azimuthal principle, magnetic spin quantum number. Next one is laws will be there. Abbo principle, Paulus principle, Hund's rule is there. Next finally, shape of orbitals, SPDF orbitals will be there. Yes, one question like that. So each concept, one question I will create myself. So concept alone you can study. Already discussed important concept alone. Again I will repeat. Isotopes, isobar, isotones will be there. Isodiapers, isotype, isoelectronics. Those model, one question. Second one is wavelength, wave number, velocity, frequency. Those model, one question. Next one is spectrum model, one question. Atomic model, one question. So all 5 questions over. Again I will repeat. Isotopes, one question. Wavelength, wave number, one question. Spectrum, one question. Atomic models, one question. Bohr postulates, one question. Photoelectric effect, Planck's quantum theory, one question. Next one, de Broglie's and Heisenberg uncertainty, one question. Quantum numbers, one question. Next one is shape of orbitals, SPDF orbitals, one question. Last question is types of laws, Abbo, Paulus, answer. So 10 questions will be there. These 10 questions alone, prepare 40 marks. Enough. You don't want any other things. These 10 questions alone, thoroughly you can prepare. Okay, na? Already I told clearly you can prepare this one. Any doubts we have, students?